Well, hello again, and welcome to another episode of the Podcast of No Return. I'm Steve Monosson, and we have another great show lined up for you. Programmer's note, Alphonse is not with us this week as he is in Peoria, Illinois for the American Bunny Club competition. Whew, talk about intense. It's not too late if you want to get tickets and maybe run in to the A-Man himself. And should the bunny gods allow, Alphonse will be back with us for our next episode. Joining me this week as my co-host is a young man you might remember from episode 4, The Soul of Hank Panky. He's a social media marketing associate at Cat Videos Inc. and a self-described tech archaeologist, quote-unquote. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Eugene Crowley. Mr. Eugene Crowley. Eugene, are you there? Eugene?
1 minute, Mr. Monosson. I'm just checking the image quality of one of our videos as seen on my Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.5-inch tablet versus my Amazon Fire HD 10 tablet. Theoretically, the display should be the same as I'm using the latest Android operating system on each Pi, as it's known, which I do advise updating to if you're running any older versions, if only for the redesigned volume slider. Look at that bad boy go, Mr. Monosson.
Call me Steve, Eugene, and I only have the Kindle 7 with the built-in ads. Kind of annoying.
Well, I can fix that for you if you like. It's really quite simple. Actually, you know what? I might have one in my bag.
How many devices do you carry around?
Well, I'm traveling light today, so I believe I only have a dozen or so. Let's see, I have 2 Kindle Fire HDs, 1 iPad Pro 9.7-inch, 1 iPad Mini, 2 Galaxies, a Kobo or a Dose.
That's quite a lot to be schlepping about.
Well, Steve, you'd be surprised at how often I need to rely on my critical array of tablets. As an associate in social media marketing, the last thing you want is for an account manager to come up to you and say, I just finished viewing my team's latest cat saving a baby from a burning building video on my Lenovo Yoga Tab 3.8, and the smoky room scenes played a little fuzzy, especially during the dissolves.
That would be a problem.
Yes, sir, Rooney! The Lenovo Yoga Tab 3.8 doesn't do smoke well, and so when I can show that, immediately I can...
And speaking of show, we have to get on to introducing today's sketch.
Of course. So, let me see. Which tablet would provide the optimal experience for viewing the intro script? Now, I could go with...
whatever's in your hand.
The Lenovo? Well, Steve, you play it fast and loose. I've never used it for text before, but by golly gee, what can we see? There's a first time for everything. Okay. The podcast of no return now ventures into the world of sport, something I, Eugene Crowley, should know more about as sports are a key reference in many of our cat videos.
Eugene, can you just stick to the script, please? Thanks.
Oh, sure, you got it. Yes, I can do that. Consider it done like fun in the sun. I think it was from a children's show I love. Anyway, the podcast of no return now ventures into the world of sport, where we bring you one of the lesser-known but still fascinating strains of athletic competition, the International Burning Coal Hauling Championship. Oh, that makes my palms sweaty just reading it. Oh, sorry, Steve. We now turn it over to our crack announcing team on location. Take it away, team! I think I might have sounded better if I'd read that off the iPad.
Hi everyone, this is Cheryl Klotzinger, here with my partner Tim Holesworthy, bringing you the 137th annual Burning Hot Coal Holding Competition, coming to you live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The excitement surrounding the match is at a fever pitch, as there isn't a piece of coal to be found in the city right now that's not burning and not hot.
You got that right, Cheryl. As the Kuala Lumpurians are as passionate about their coal holding as raccoons are about digging a discarded half-full bag of cheese puffs out of the trash can.
I'll say, that's all people are talking about as the competition has been fierce. 62 rounds of action have left many of the athletes hospitalized with only bandages where their hands used to be. which I can tell you, Tim, is a huge buzzkill.
You got that right.
Samoans aren't known for insensitive palms, Tim, so the fact that Gug has made it through 62 rounds has made him a national hero back home and a winner to all who follow the sport. Pitiful sadists and masochists that they are. Our Mort Snodroy caught up with Gug Keenwa at his training facility to talk about his career and aspirations.
Great handoff, Cheryl. Thanks so much. Hey, folks at home, this is Mort Snodroy, sounding a lot like Tim Holesworthy. I guess you're kind of right. And I'm here at the Atlas Iron Works, Malaysia's largest pig iron smelter and the home to the training facility of Gug Keenwa, 12-time coal-holding competitor, 3-time champion, and the envy of practically no one. Gug, you now hold the record for most appearances in the tournament. What does that say about Gug, the man?
Well, you know, Mort, it ain't like I got something else to do. I was working at a pizza place, but then I got fired because I was eating too much product. So I said to myself, look, Gug, some are born for greatness and some are born to hold coals. And then people started to look at me funny, like, because I was talking to myself in the middle of the street. Since then, I've zeroed in on my career and I allow myself no distractions, except once in a while I check out a shop window.
Wow, talk about being in the zone. And I bet some of those shop windows have puppies. Gug, everyone knows your hands go through unimaginable punishment, but why, on top of everything else, do you need to hug an active blast furnace for hours as part of your training routine?
Well, I'm really glad you asked that, Mort. The surface of the blast furnace is really hot, Mort, okay? Like 8 million degrees or something. I should be dead from just bumping into the thing. But I'm Gug Keenwa, and every day I laugh at death, ha! In the face. And every day death laughs back. And then I laugh back at death, ha! And so on, and so on. And eventually, it becomes kind of like a staring contest.
Wow, truly incredible. An infinite laugh loop with death? I think the viewers at home would really like to know how that works. You think you can give us a sample?
Okay, you want to do it?
Oh, okay, yes, great. I am death.
I'm gonna get on your face.
Oh, wow, okay, you're very...
Ha!
Ha, ha, ha!
Ha ha!
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 Okay, by now you'd be dead.
Wow, you just killed death.
I know that's right.
Whatever works for Gug Keenwa.
I got everything working for me, Mort. Even though I can't really tell you what a lot of those things are.
Well, there you have it, folks. Gug Keenwa, a man all but a noble, especially to Gug himself. Back to you guys in the booth. See you down on the floor with the eventual champion later on. I love this job.
Thanks, Mort. Gee, he does sound just like you, Tim, doesn't he?
All I can say, Cheryl, is that we are fortunate to have Mort with us here on the broadcast team. His interviews really get to the meat of the matter, leaving behind the tendons, skin, and all that unhealthy fatty stuff.
I couldn't have said it more revoltingly myself, Tim.
Okay then, it looks like we're ready to begin the final round as challenger Igor Fakaktevitch is getting ready to be presented with his game coals. What do we know about Igor,
Not
Cheryl?
much, really, other than that he's Estonian and that he shaves with a steak knife.
Whoa, the man is tough, which has always been the buzz around Igor ever since a 3-ton safe fell from a 6-story window and landed on his head, giving him a permanent cranial dent, but not stopping him from immediately thereafter walking into a nearby deli and calmly ordering a pastrami sandwich. Ooh, my tummy's a rumbling. Okay, Fakaktevitch is on the starting block. Ooh, they're opening up the official Kenmore Backyard Buddy Griller 2000. And out come the custom tungsten osmium alloy tongs to retrieve Igor's coals. Oh, and there are the coals. Oh, they look piping hot. Stones from Satan himself. Oh, and now they are dropped into Igor's hands. Game on!
Don't go anywhere, folks. This is what it's all about.
Let's go right down to the floor and bring our viewers and listeners the exciting sounds of the game.
Wow! Wow! What the fucking yo! Oh, fucking stop it, that course! Oh, I hate you, course! I
fucking hate you!
Yes, Igor's apparently picked up a few event-specific phrases. Let's hear if he has anything further to add.
I'm gonna kill you, mother! Whoever thought of this goddamn thing up! Why?
Oh, Lord. It looks like Fakaktevitch has done it again, ending his turn by hurling his coals into the stands.
Which means immediate disqualification. A new rule ironically prompted by Fakaktevitch's identical move last year when Igor flung his coals into the stands, ending things abruptly and tragically, as it was also Fan Appreciation Day, which meant every attendee was given a souvenir bucket overflowing with gasoline. The resulting inferno burnt down the arena and sent hundreds to the emergency room.
Oh, that was tragic, wasn't it?
Very! But one entire stadium's misfortune is another man's blessing, as Fakaktevitch's foul means Gug Keenwa is our 2019 world champion! Let's go down to Mort, who's standing by with the champ.
Gug. Right here, down here. Gug, look down. Here we go. I know words aren't your strong point, but can you tell us how you're feeling right now?
First, I want to thank my landlord, Jesus Cristo.
Gug, don't you mean your Lord, Jesus Cristo?
No, man, I mean my landlord. Jesus Cristo is his name. I couldn't make that rent this month, but I told him I was good for it because I really believed I was going to win the tournament and bring in some decent cash. So thanks, Jesus! Buy yourself a case of tequila. It's on me.
Wow. What an inspiring anecdote if I've ever heard one. Bottoms up, Jesus. Now, Gug, who else helped you on your quest for the championship?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Mort. I want to say thanks to my mom, who was gonna have her nails done but gave away her appointment to be here today. That's her over there, online, at the hot dog stand. Hey, Mom!
Hey, Gug! I need $10.
I thought you were going on a diet, Ma!
Gug, why you not say that?
Wow, anyway, look, Gug, still here. Oh, follow me. Follow my fingers. Yeah, there we go. Anyone else you want to mention, Gug?
Oh, yeah. Well, finally, I want to thank my wife and family, even though they continue to say they never heard of me and have renewed the court order to keep me away. Okay, Debbie, I have feelings! I'm not an animal!
Oh boy, families can be like that, or at least that's what my lawyer tells me my family would be like if I had one. Gug, listen, even though you didn't get to physically compete today, do you think you still could have taken Fakaktevitch if you had to?
No more. I'm glad you asked that. More, I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking, wow. Now I got all this free time on my hands, and so am I, what am I, and who am I? Who am I, what am I, where am I? What am I gonna do? So many thoughts, Mort. And so I was thinking of heading over to the aquarium. You know what? I like fish.
Whoa, all right, folks, you heard it here first from the 2019 Burning Coal holding champion, Gug Keenwa. Likes fish? And that's all for today, folks. Join us next week as we travel to the Canadian Yukon for the 51st Annual International Cannonball Catch. So for Cheryl Klotzinger and Tim Holesworthy, who's blessed with the voice of an angel similarly to me, this is Mort Snodroy saying, good night, everybody.
So there you have it, the 129th Burning Coal Holding Championship. I know I enjoyed it. Wonder why. How about you, Eugene?
Sorry. I was just checking to see at what temperature coal ignites. Apparently, it depends on whether you're talking about bituminous or anthracite.
I have no idea.
And do you know if the association is considering switching to a more environmentally friendly substance? Well, I'm not sure how the game would work using natural gas.
I don't think you can hold natural gas.
But maybe that would be the point, to see who could hold natural gas.
And speaking of ghastly naturals, there's a rumor that you are going to be a contestant on a dating show coming up right here on the podcast of No Return. Let's Date a Weirdo.
Well, Steve, I am not at liberty to discuss my possible association with said show owing to contractual obligations I may or may not have. If you'd like to discuss the statistical probability of it.
Eugene, it says here in your bio that you refer to yourself as a tech archaeologist. What do you mean by that?
Oh, well, that's a point of interest of which I find myself most proud. If only Papa Crowley did as well. You see, I have the world's largest and most complete computer cable collection.
Wow, that's impressive, I guess.
Absolutely, squeeze McGlutely. I have serial ATA, SCSI 1, 2, and 3, USB 1, 3.
Yeah, Chuck, you want to get me a coffee? I don't know how long this guy's going to keep talking. Yeah, thanks.
Box. Firewire 400 and 800, Thunderbolt 1 through 3, Lightning.
Stupid lava geyser.
Mini and micro iterations. Your base.
I think we get the idea, Eugene.
But I was just beginning the list.
That's quite all right. I'll take your word for it. To finish up here, why don't you tell us, in brief, how you became such an authoritative cable collector?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mr. Monosson.
It's Steve.
Oh, yes, that's right. Steve? It's nice to have a first-name basis friend. Anyway, well, you see, one day I was trying to hook up a legacy Epson 3000 large format color printer to my Apple.
All right, somebody get rid of this guy.
Right on it, boss.
Fuzzy 50-pin cable to do the job. Well, turns out that the printer I had was a test model that used the SCSI 68 pin connection. Shows that Crowley gut intuition is not always ready to go, Dad. I know I've told you once, I've told you twice. You can't always trust your gut. Sometimes science says otherwise. Well, oh boy. Well, sometimes I get carried away in my stories. Didn't even notice I moved. How'd I get in here? Ooh, this must be the VIP co-host dressing room. Well, looks like old Eugene is taking a step up in the world. What do we have here? A bottle of Windex. Well, they are just spoiling me today. Are these unlimited paper towels? Who told him I love paper towels? I just can't. This is too much. Steve, you are a true gentleman.
All right, that's our show for today. And don't worry about Eugene. I knew how much he enjoyed Windex and paper towels, so I thought I'd show him our supply. Alphonse will be back next week, where we will be bringing you the show everyone's talking about, though probably no one you're talking to. Let's Date a Weirdo. Eugene will be probably making a return appearance for the sketch, safe and sound, so don't you worry. Until then, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a good review wherever you downloaded us from, say good things about us to your friends and family, assuming you're on good terms with your family, and if nothing else, just send us a positive vibe or two. See you next time. Ciao for now.